back, everyone. It is Training Tips Tuesday, and we've invited Marcy from That Place for Pets. And Marcy, welcome. So we're going to be talking about training, obviously, for
Yes.
Training Tips Tuesdays.
Yes, we are. I know we've all been through some really tough weather here recently, and I'm sure we've learned some habits of our dogs that we're not quite happy with. So we do have classes starting next week.
All right.
We revamped them a little bit, so definitely look at our website to get all that information there. We can start training as early as 8 weeks old. Mm-hmm. We ask that all our dogs that come into the building are vaccinated for the distemper, the bordetella, the rabies, age appropriate, of course, because the young ones don't get all of them at one time.
Yeah.
And a negative fecal for intestinal parasites, because that can be passed from dog to dog also. So,
yeah. Yeah, so, okay, so as I was mentioning to you earlier, that training actually makes your life easier in the long run. Because
yes, it does. Because we're not only going to teach you your basic commands, sit, stay, down, come, we're going to teach you some household manners, too. The doorway behavior. Don't you walk through that door without permission. No jumping on our guests. And things like that. Go to your place. You know, we don't want you begging while we're eating. So
yeah.
We're going to teach you some household manners along with it.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. And also, you need to think about safety as well. You know, like when it comes to visitors, you don't want your dog to bite.
Yes.
You know, like you said, jumping.
Jumping and doorway, pulling on the leash. That's what we hear all the time when people call. Say, our dog's doing this. It's like, oh, come on in, we can help you.
Exactly. And, you know, spring is right around the corner. You wouldn't know it now, but it really is.
Oh, come on, Pensacola Phil, let's get this done.
Exactly. And when you do take your pet for a walk, you want them to walk with you. You don't want them to drag you, right?
Yeah, exactly. They can have their not their right next to you heel. They can have their explore time, just that they're not yanking at the end of the leash and barking at other dogs and chasing a squirrel.
It really does make a more enjoyable experience when you are walking with man's best friend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's lots of things that you can learn at these training classes, and so important as well, you know, for safety reasons, for, you said manners as well.
Manners, yeah,
and
that's mainly the thing, right there, manners.
But the long roundabout, it just kind of like gets them to get accustomed to you, and also your habits and your scheduling.
Yes, they will adjust to your schedule. I'm babysitting my grandpuppies right now, and they have adjusted quite easily to our schedule, which is totally different than mom and dad's.
Yeah, so. Good. So if people want to take part in these classes, which I definitely recommend, classes, how do they go about doing that?
They can give us a call. They can go to our website. It's usually the easiest because all our information's on there. Our application, you can download it and pick which class you want, or stop in.
All right, fantastic. Well, let's get those pups trained. Make your life easier out there with your man's best friend, or your family member there, four-legged family member.
Yes, the four-legged family member.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.